Okay, so I am going to do my dip berry tutorial for you. So I have some strawberries here that I had icing in some water. Let's see, I'll do 4 of each color, so 4 good berries here. And that should be good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do. Okay. Just counting out my berries. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna do. Let's see, I'll be using. I don't know what I should use, you guys. Green, orange. I think I'm gonna use orange and green. Why not? Okay. So after my berries have dried, after they have dried, they'll be sitting here for a second. So now I have my green melting chips. Now, per the container, you can heat it right in here, but I don't like to do that. I like to use my own bowl. Make sure that your bowl does not have any oil, any water, or anything of that nature in it, because your chocolate will not melt down properly. I'm going to pop this in the microwave. I do mine on defrost level, a power level of maybe 4 or 5 at 30-second intervals. So just at regular power, just do 15 to 30-second intervals, okay? And this is what they look like before you pop them in the microwave. I'll show you what they look like when they come out. I also like to use a metal spoon whenever I'm melting and stirring my chocolates. Plastic just seems like, of course, it's gonna melt down maybe in there, so just use a metal spoon. The bowls that I will be using to microwave the chocolate in, they can withstand that type of heat. So let me go and check on it. All right, my chocolate has melted really nice, as you can see. And my candy melts, whichever one you want to refer to them as, melted wafers. They have melted up really, really good. So now we are ready to start the dipping process. I have a pan lined with parchment paper. And you can use gloves if you would like to. I've already washed my hands, but for family and friends, oh yeah, mask on, hands clean, all of that. Okay, so chocolate is ready, and I like to try to get as much of it as I can to one side of the bowl, if it makes any sense. Just to get it good and like a puddle or a pool of it, so that I can dip easier. See, it's gonna pull that to the front. Alright, so step that I left out. Make sure that those leaves are pulled back on those berries. Tilt your bowl, take your berry by the little leaves, and it's okay if some of the leaves get chocolate on them. Hold it by the leaves, and I just twirl mine around in there. I just twirl it around just like that. Just a nice twirl, and if you feel like you need to get the tops a bit better, then dip them around in there, twirl it around till you have it coated just the way you want. Drag it just to get that additional chocolate off, and there you have it. So let me do another one really, really quick. Make sure I'm doing it where y'all can see. And right now I'm just pulling my leaves, all of my leaves back on the berry. Uh-oh, I dropped it. Show you guys from this angle. In there, and I'm just twirling it around like a little joystick. Yep. Just twirl it around, make sure everything's good and coated. Bring it up. Scrape off any excess. And then I lay my tip down first, and there you have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these last 4 in green. And I'll show you what else you can do to make them look pretty. Even prettier, I guess you could say. So I'm just, once again, just dipping the berry in there, just twirling it around. Do a compass type situation, north, east, south, west. You also want to make sure that all that water is gone, or it's going to make your chocolate seize up a bit. But they're looking good so far. If you can see them, it's my spoon. Okay. There we go. Next, by this time next year, you'll be a pro. I'm going to do a quick little dip. Alright, check out the excess. Alright. It's already forming a shell over it. I got tired of those frames, you guys, so I had to come out of those glasses for a few. That's what my eyes feel like I'm on virtual everything. Alright. Last one. And don't throw out that chocolate. Do not. If you think you're going to use it within the next couple of days, do not throw out that chocolate. Okay? And see, the leaves broke off. It's still in there, but we can save it. Don't fret. Grab the remaining leaves, pull it out, and place it. That one we don't want to worry about being too perfect because we're about to lose it all together. Alright, so with the rest of this chocolate, we're going to reheat it just to get it warm in the microwave for just maybe about 5 to 10 seconds, maybe 15. Just watch it because you don't want it to burn. And then I'm going to, after I reheat it, scrape it into a pastry bag. So let me go ahead and pop this in the microwave now. Okay, so I have my pastry bag. This is the same bag that you would use to pipe things like frosting, macarons, whatever you can pipe through a bag. So, imagine this being a cup. I don't have a cup nearby. Not gonna go and grab one. You would place this inside the cup. Put the outer edges of the bag around the cup so that it holds its form while you fill it. I've had a bit of experience filling pastry bags, so I don't necessarily need that. Just gonna do what I normally do. I'm gonna fill this bag with all this yummy green chocolate here. And again, you can get white chocolate and colored if you don't like the candy melts. It's totally up to you, but make sure that you use proper coloring techniques. Okay, so you see here, I have placed my chocolate in the bag. And while I'm getting this bag ready, I'm going to pop these berries in the refrigerator for 1 second because what we're going to do next, I want the berries to be super duper cold. So, 1 second. Okay, so my berries are in the fridge, chilling, letting that chocolate or candy melt set very, very hard. Because what we're going to do is we're going to cut the tip of this bag. And you don't have to cut it if you don't feel comfortable, but we want a thin stripe as thin as we can get it. So snip the tip of the bag here. Snip that off. Or you can take a push pin and press it directly into the bag to make a tiny little hole. And what we'll be doing is taking what's left of our candy melts or chocolate, twist the bottom of that bag just so it doesn't pop back open. Get a good hold on it. And we're just gonna go back and forth, lines, back and forth. If you can rock your wrist, you can do this. Okay? If you can rock your wrist, you can do this. Picture this as a covered berry. Okay, you just rock your wrist back and forth. Nothing to it. I promise you, and people think that it takes a lot to make these things look great, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It just takes some effort. Okay, I'm going to grab them out of the fridge, cut the tip off my bag, and get started. Alright, I am back. My berries have chilled. Almost. So I'm just going to snip the tip of my bag and make sure I put all my chocolate down there in the tip. And I keep massaging it just so that it don't get hard or anything on me. So let me snip the tip. Like I said, just snip the tip. I use some scissors here. And now, let's just go ahead and squeeze some on your parchment paper if you need a little bit of practice. My chocolate is already starting to harden up. So I'm going to make that hole a bit bigger. Just to be on the safe side. And make sure you're cutting over a trash can or something to catch those little pieces. Okay. So you see how it's coming out? Alright. Here it goes. You're just going back and forth across your berries. Literally. Nothing to it. Nothing special. The thinner the line, the prettier it looks. I'll tell you that. That's all you're doing. Just literally. Check me out. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. That's it. That is all. Nothing major. Just going back and forth over these. Just getting that cute little line design. And the last one. And like I said, it does not have to be perfect. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay. And we are done just like that. Our berries are done. Okay, I'm going to let these chill and we're going to move on to a different color. And also, I want to show you one more thing. If you do have leftover chocolate, don't fret. Keep it in that bag. And all you do is pipe you some really nice circles. The same way that the chocolate came, you can basically store it back that same way. So let me cut off a bigger tip of my bag because I'm done with this. Cut off a larger tip. I'm just gonna pipe little bitty circles. Just pipe circles, get me some chocolate down. And there we go. Might be a bit too runny, but this is a way that I can ensure that I'm gonna use this chocolate again. Just literally make little dots, and then once they harden, put them back in a bag, and then you can re-melt them again. So I'm literally just making little splatters of chocolate all over the paper. It don't have to look pretty or trying to melt these back down one day. So don't worry about all that. Alright, so we are done. Like I said, just make little random dots, refrigerate that, pick up those little dots, and you can literally remelt those down. Alright, so I have my orange melting chips here. I don't know how to get that in focus for you guys. But yeah, that's orange. Sorry. Still getting used to this. So, like I said, they just come in little chip forms. Little chips. Little chips. And you can literally make little dips on your... And I don't want to use all of this. I have a little bit left over. Put some back in my container. Just for next time. Let's see. There should be enough, yeah. I don't overdo it. I don't know, those are some big berries. On second thought, I think I'm going to use more. Alright, so I'm going to pop this in the microwave again. This is a plastic bowl, microwave safe. It has been cleaned thoroughly. There is no water, no oil, or anything on the inside. And I'm going to microwave this in 30-second intervals. When it seems to get super duper melty, I'll drop it down to about 10 to 15-second intervals. So go ahead and microwave your chocolate and meet me back here. Alright, so I have melted my orange chocolate chips here. Or melting wafers. I keep calling them chocolate chips. I'm sorry. Stir it really, really good. Give it a second before we dip that. I'm going to grab my other berries. Okay, so again, no rights to any audio in the back. I do apologize. So as I was telling you guys, you can make little meltable chips. Just drop some droplets of what you have left over. Pull them right from the parchment paper. See? Pop them back in your cup and reuse the chocolate. As long as it's not contaminated or anything of that nature, just keep it clean, you guys. Get the last of these off. I think I'm going to have to pop my orange chocolate back into the microwave one more time just to be sure it's good and ready. You can see all of that breaks up and wherever it needs to go. Just gonna flip it over. Lid on that. Alright. So let's see if my orange chocolate is still alright actually. Yeah, I'll work with that. I think. Give it one more microwave. Alright, so we're going to use the same dipping method that we did with the green ones. How beautiful those turned out. Alright. Pull those leaves back. And be careful soaking these in ice water because they will get extremely juicy and soak up all of that water. Again, I'm just going to take my berry and roll it around, scrape off any excess, and set it down. Same thing with this one. This is just for dipping berries, but I'll do more tutorials on other dipped items. It's a really pretty orange. It's very bright. I know it's hard to see. I can do like that. Very pretty orange. Be careful. You do not want your berries to become swollen, full of water. So I don't think that's going to be too good. Right. So beautiful big berries. And some of them may have swelled up because of the water, you guys. I don't know. Alright. So now we got a few more. Remember just to roll that berry around until you get it coated just the way you like. And there we go. And right after we dip the berries, they go straight in the refrigerator to chill and harden. Let that chocolate set. See the last berry. Now, I'm going to take the remainder of our chocolate, pop it in the microwave, and then put it inside of a pastry bag and do our pretty little lines across the tops of these. Don't forget to pop these in the fridge while you go and microwave that chocolate and get it ready. Okay, so I have a cup just to show you what I was talking about earlier. Take the pastry bag. The tip has not been cut yet. You want to fill it first before you cut it. Put it around the cup. cup bag. Line the cup kind of like a little trash can. And you're going to take the remaining milk and pour it in. So, and if you use a spatula, you can salvage all of it. Start to take the cup, and then start to take the bag out of the cup and squeeze in a downward motion, pushing all of your chocolate down. Everything where it should be. Massage that, make sure it hasn't hardened. And I like to squeeze and push it back. See how that's filled up at the tip? I press it down, squeeze it back, so it don't just shoot out when I'm trying to snip the tip. And I'll be right back with the berries. All right, I have our berries here. They look great. Okay. One of them I did not get to dip all the way, but that's all right. So I'm gonna turn my pan to the side. Maybe there is a bit of a science to this, I'm not sure. This may help someone out better. So remember, we're just going to snip the tip as small as possible so that some chocolate can make it through. And we're going to do our lazy lines. I call them lazy lines because it don't take that much effort. Just a rock back and forth with the wrist. You can hold the bag with one hand to keep it steady. You don't have to. So whichever one, and I can literally get an entire row done if you have them lined up properly. These two, I'll show you. These two, I'm going to get them at the same time. You can start top to bottom, bottom to top. It don't matter. Nobody's really worried about that. They're just eating their berries. And again, just gonna make me some little dots of chocolate for the remaining that's left over. And if you feel the need, cut the tip of the bag larger, but it got out of hand the last time, so I'm just going to keep it this small and just type some smaller circles. And I'm doing this so that I could reuse my melting chips. This is more so a personal thing. I would not suggest doing this if you are making treats for other, I'm gonna say other people, unless you have like an order it, let's do it at the same time or something, then definitely go for it. But cleanliness first, always. So I'm just making some little orange circles here, chocolate, so that I can let those sit and be able to reuse my orange. You can do this with any of the chocolates. It's an easy way to store it. Alright, so I got enough of them because I have a bag of orange already. Okay, and those are my orange dots, as you can see. Better look at everything. These are going to be used, or reused. So I'm going to pop these in the fridge, let them chill for about 5, maybe 10 minutes. You don't even have to let them chill that long, but just let them chill and harden. I'll come back with the final results. Alright, so I have this tissue paper right here. This is just a mock setup as if you were boxing this, perhaps. And I do like to use gloves when I'm handling the chocolate because it's a whole lot easier and you don't leave your fingerprints all over of it. So let me show you this. Okay, so let's talk baking cups. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know what a baking cup is. This is our standard here. This would be a, see if I can get through. These are standard size baking cups. I'm gonna say anywhere from 2 to 3 inches across at the top. Excuse me. So, these are standard baking cups. This is what I started off using whenever I packaged my strawberries and treats. But somebody helped me out and told me get the minis. See the difference? Standard size, mini size. Here's the mini and here's the standard. Just to give you an idea. Difference. Use these, the tiny ones, for your strawberries. Unless you have a giant berry that will fit this entire cup. Aesthetically, it looks a whole lot better with the little tiny cups, and I'll show you. So let me get my glove. Okay, so and to show you the difference, we'll use a standard baking cup for the strawberry versus a mini muffin cup or baking cup. Okay, so I'm going to take my tiniest berry that I have here, my cute green berry. Look at it. Turned out very, very nice. Alright, so I'm going to place it inside the cup. And this is what you pretty much get when you put the... This is what it looks like from the top, pretty much. A giant cup around the berry. Okay, so let's move this to the tiny cup and see what happens. See how much better that looks. You gotta get your placement right. You don't really have to, but me, I do. Just particular sometimes. I don't want to mess it up because it's so cute. But this is what it looks like in a mini cup. See, that's so much better and aesthetically appealing. See? So much better. Okay, so show you what these look like together. If I can get the cups apart. I'm gonna have to remove my gloves for this part. They are little stinkers trying to get them loose. And I have a total of, I'm gonna use 6 large cups and 6 small cups so that you guys can really see what I'm saying. So, 1, 2, 3. And these are different colors, but that's okay. If you want to color coordinate, that's fine. These are just a tutorial just to help you, just to give some insight. Okay, so gloves back on. I'm going to finish placing all of my green ones. And sometimes it helps if I take my fingers and kind of open up the little cup a little bit. Just widen it up a bit. Because some of them come more closed than the others. And everybody does everything a bit different. So, you know, if my way does not work for you, by all means, do it your way. Please. Because my way is not the only way. But I'm just trying to pass on some helpful tips and tricks. Because, hey, you might want to brighten someone's day or something with some dipped berries. I want to show out a little bit, show off some talents at a get together or something. Look how beautiful those look. And I'll give you a close-up view when we're done. I'm going to go and grab my other berries from the fridge. I'll start placing those. Okay, so I've gotten my orange berries out of the refrigerator. I'm going to get my gloves back on. Like I said, it's so much better to handle these with gloves on. And you'll also notice after you've done your lines, you'll see some thin little pieces. Watch this. It'll just come right off. Come right off, okay? So don't sweat it. There's a pool of something around the bottom of it. Don't sweat it. Just let it go. They are beautiful. Go ahead and tell yourself that. You're doing great. You'll be fine. Alright, so I'm just taking some of that excess chocolate that has pooled around the outer side off. And that's why I was saying drag it across the edge of the bowl before you set it down to keep it from having a large pool of chocolate around the base. Nice and neat and uniform. That's what I'm going for. Beautiful that is. So gorgeous, you guys. Okay, so I have my berries placed, and I don't know why, but I like to angle mine, like the tips of them towards each other. I don't know what that is about, but I just like the way that looks. You see what I'm saying? Alright, so, oops, did I just do that? Alright, get it back right. Okay. There we go. So, we have our orange berries here. And you can definitely see the difference in the cup size. Before I zoom in, I want to show you guys my orange pieces of chocolate that I was able to savage. See, I made some little orange chips, and I'm going to take them and put them back in with these orange chips. Really, I'm going to take my parchment paper. It's a nice fold. Take it like this, and literally put them down in there. Alright. And there you have it, a bucket of chocolate. Never quit. Alright, so again, our strawberries are done. They are set. From this point, you would package them in a cute little container of some sort and give them to loved ones, eat them, admire them, take pictures of them, whatever the case may be. But whatever you do, definitely try these dipped strawberries, okay? They are super duper easy. It's nothing to it, and they look gorgeous no matter what. Show you a close up view. My green berries. These are my orange berries. And if you can tell the difference with the muffin cups, you see the difference? So it's your own prerogative, whichever one you like. But those are dipped strawberries. And think of all the other possibilities there are as far as dipping fruits and stuff, and go for it. Let us know how it turns out. Comment below any tips or tricks that you have that I did not go over. Leave them below, because somebody else could use them. I could use them. We all could use some help sometime. But again, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much, just from the bottom of my heart, for supporting me in my ventures as a stay-at-home mom. It's very hard plenty of times just to get out there, be social, put yourself in front of a camera, but I'm doing it. I'm proud, and I hope you guys love these DIY tutorials that I post for you. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification button, because I will keep these videos rolling as long as you're viewing. And these are helpful tips and tricks that you could put to use one day, maybe even make some money behind it. Who knows? So again, I thank you guys so much. And don't forget, dip berries are fun and super duper easy. Thanks. See you next time.